Hey guys, this is Goku, and on this channel we talk about poker and ideas that can improve your life. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the subscribe button because I'll be honored to have you here. Today we're gonna jump into another GTO trainer session. We're playing the spot Big Blind Call versus Button Open, which is a tournament spot played on 50 Big Blind stacks, where we are the Big Blind player calling at 2.5 BB raise from the button. We are two sessions far from the end of this spot, so we are really hoping for a perfect session this time and the next one. So let's see if we can manage that. For our first hand, we've got 7 Jack off on a 6 King 8. We're gonna check it, of course. Villain checks behind. We pick up some more equity on the turn, and we're gonna overbet it, as we should, and the villain folds. King 7 of spades on a Queen Jack 10 is a check. It is. And is it a raise or is it just a call? I think it's gonna be just a call. Probably, mostly. Okay, no. It should be a raise 84% of the time and a call 16% of the time. We can see the EV is pretty much the same. Now we hit it on the turn. Do we bet? Do we lead out now? Or do we check again? I think we check again. Yeah. We do 4% of betting here. Villain checks behind, unfortunately, and there's a 6 of spades on the river. And do we bet it now? Or do we just check? Again, I think we need to bet now. But how much? Probably overbet it. Yeah, we should overbet it, and the villain folds. Jack 7 off on a 4 Jack 7. It's gonna be a check. And is it a raise or is it a call? I think this is just a call. Mostly. Because what the villain can call our raise here with? I think it's a call. Okay, it's not. It's actually a raise 96% of the time, so we shouldn't really care about that. We should just raise it. 8 of hearts on the turn. We're gonna check again. And this time we're gonna raise it, and we're gonna raise it to pot. And this time we actually should just call 94% of the time. We can see the raising is small, very small EV loss, but just 6% of the strategy. There's a queen on the river, and we're just gonna shove it. And here again, shoving is a small, very small EV loss, but 68% of the strategy, and the ideal play is actually checking 27% of the time, but the villain folds. 6-9 off on a Jack Jack 10. We're gonna check it and fold it. Ace deuce on an 8-4-6. It's gonna be a check and a fold. 6 Jack off on a 5-8 king. It's a check fold again. Queen Jack off on a 4-6-10. It's gonna be a check and a call. And we should be folding here 57% of the time and calling 33% of the time. So we should be raising 10% of the time with Queen Jack off here. 5 of hearts on the turn. We're gonna check. 84% of the time we should check here. And on the 9 of diamonds, should we take a stab at this spot? Or should we give it up? I think we should probably take a stab at this spot. But bet how much? I think this is an overbet. Yes, it is, and the villain folds. Queen 10 of diamonds on an ace-5 deuce. It's gonna be a check. And a fold, right? Yeah. 8% of the time we should stick around here. King 6 off on a Jack 5-8. is a check fold. King 5 of clubs on an ace queen 8. We're gonna check. And are we calling here? Probably not, right? Yeah. Queen 8 off on a 4 deuce queen. We're gonna check it and call. We hit a second pair on the turn. Do we sometimes bet here? Probably so. I wonder how much we're betting if we're betting. Probably 3/4, right? Nope, I should actually just check. 98% of the time. So we're only betting here 2% of the time. And if we're betting, it shouldn't be 3/4. It should probably be an overbet. The AV loss is small, but yeah. Queen 3 of spades on a 9-5-4. It's gonna be a check. Villain checks behind. King of hearts on the turn. Should we take a stop at this spot? Maybe. No, we should rather just give it up. We can see that taking a stop is small villas, but just 0.4% of the strategy. So here we are just giving up on the hand. And the villain's got ace queen. 8 jack off on an 8 deuce queen. We're gonna check and call. King of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna check. And fold to the bet. And the solver's actually calling here 88% of the time. Folding is small EV loss, but only 2% of the strategy, so should either be calling or raising here 10% of the time. And I guess this is because of the flush draw. 10 queen off on a queen 8 deuce. It's gonna be a check and a call. 10 on the turn. We're gonna check. Villain checks behind. And a 3 of hearts on the river. I think we're checking again here. Or donk betting. Mostly we should be donk betting rather. 4-3 off on an ace jack 7. It's gonna be a check. Villain checks behind. We're gonna check on the 6 of hearts as well. Villain checks behind. And we catch a 4 on the river, so we're gonna donk bet it. And we actually shouldn't. We should just check it 99.8% of the time. If the loss is substantial here, it's still like medium, but yeah, this is not something we should do here with 3-4 off. We shouldn't be donk betting, and we get raised, and we're gonna fold. 4-6 of clubs on a queen 7-4. We're gonna check. Villain checks behind. Jack of diamonds on the turn. I think we're gonna check again. We should be doing 17% of betting here. Villain checks behind, and we're gonna check for the third time on the river. And actually here we should be donk betting with second weakest pair, which is interesting. But okay, queen 8 off on an 8-10-7. We're checking and calling. Deuce of spades on the turn. We're checking. Villain checks behind. And ace of diamonds on the river. Means we're probably gonna go for a donk bet, and it's not a donk bet. It shouldn't be a donk bet. It should just be a check and a fold. I assume we get raised, so we're folding anyway. Jack 5 of hearts on a deuce ace ace. We're gonna check fold it. 5-7 off on a 3 deuce 9. is a check fold as well. 10-9 off on a queen 3-9 is a check call. 6 of diamonds on the turn, we're gonna check again. Villain checks behind and we hit a third 9 on the river, and I think we're gonna overbet it here, as we should, and the villain folds. 7-9 off on a 3-7-4. It's going to be a check. Villain checks behind. There's a 5 of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna try and donk bet it now. Should be 80% donk bet and 20% bet 3/4. Jack of hearts on the river, so we're gonna check. And we should be donk betting here, but we're gonna check and call, obviously. Queen 9 of hearts on a deuce 10-4 is a check and a fold. Should be a call 82% of the time. And also a raise 16% of the time, because folding is just 2% of the strategy. Okay. 8-10 off on a 9-6 deuce. We're gonna check and call with the gut shot or even raise 43% of the time. Another deuce on the turn. I think we should sometimes overbet here. Maybe even this time. Okay, we should check 52% of the time and bet 48, but if we're betting, it's not an overbet. It's either a quarter pot bet or a 3/4. No, it's a half pot bet or a 3/4. So yeah. Ace-7 of hearts on a 9-10 ace. It's gonna be a check and a call. 4 of clubs on the turn. We're gonna check again. And we're gonna call the bet again. Queen of spades on the river, and we are going to check for the third time. And should we be calling the shove? I think we should be. Yeah, we should be calling 56% of the time and folding 45% of the time, 44. And the villains actually got ace king. 4-9 of spades on a 4-6. We're gonna check and call. 6 of spades on the turn. We are going to check. We should probably overbet quite a bit here. Villain now bets a third pot bet. And we're gonna call it. And there's a 9 of diamonds on the river, and we're gonna donk bet it. It should rather be a check, but donk betting is also the rest of the strategy, and we get raised. Now, do we call this here or do we fold? I think we call this here with our hand, yeah. And the villains actually got 9-10, which is a weird hand to raise on the river, but as you can see, we played it perfectly. And we've played our 25 hands for the day, and this was pretty good session, minus 14 BBs of EV loss, so really good. We had a few spots where we lost medium EV, so that's why it's on minus 14, but yeah, overall a very good session. Hopefully the last session will be even better. Our frequencies have been quite on point. Yeah, I'm really happy about this session. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you stayed this long, please leave a comment below, just write GTO or ask a question if you have any. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this, and if you enjoyed watching this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Do you want to learn how to play PLO? Are you a beginner player who's never played Omaha before? Do you want to learn how to crush casual players easily? If so, this course is perfect for you. It's a crash course on Pod Limit Omaha dedicated for beginner players. You will learn all the fundamentals of PLO. You will learn what hands to play, when to play them, and how to play them. You will learn the basic strategies that allow you to be a winning player at your home games or microstakes online. If you want to learn PLO quickly and easily, get this course now at gokupoker.com.